YouTube, what is going on? Welcome to another episode of the Silver and Gold Stack Attack. And as always, thanks so much for being here and for all the amazing support. It goes without saying, but I'll say it anyway. You guys are part of the best damn community here on YouTube, without a doubt. I know I've been gone for a bit, but I was up in New England spending time with family. Always a great time. Anyway, let's set up today's video with a storyline, and it goes something like this. Troubling story, friends and neighbors. Troubling story. Now, that story is fiction on my part, but I guarantee you it's a scenario that's been played out in real life time and time again. Now, some of you might remember I did a video last year about a fellow stacker I ran into who told me that he was really secretive with his metals, and no one, not even his wife, knew he was stacking or where he was even storing everything. And he was really proud of that. He was proud. He was saying, no one's going to get my stuff. So I spoke with him a little bit. My first question to him was this: do you at least have a will that discloses the location of your metals? Answer: nope. Next question: do you have a logbook of everything, including prices paid? Answer: nope. Trend going on here. Last question: what happens to your metals if you were to suddenly pass away? Silence. Dead silence. He finally spoke up saying, well, I honestly never thought about it that way. And I'd venture to say that he's not alone, folks. Look, I get it. We don't want to think about the day that we'll no longer be on the planet. It's a crappy thing to think about. But if we don't prepare our families for our passing, well, it becomes an even crappier situation, compounded by the fact that we're gone. Now, like it or not, we do have a responsibility to our loved ones to make our passing as easy as possible on them. I mean, that mess is complicated enough without making it worse, right? Now, people talk about really noble goals like setting their wife and kids up if they pass, etc., yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. But have they ever actually taken the time to sit down and educate their family on that scenario and what to do? I mean, we can't just leave them a map to buried treasure and expect them to do the right thing once they find the stuff.
Hey, Mike found the map! Yeah. Look, that says 1632. Is that a year or something?
No, it's your top score on pole position.
Yes, it's a year, Chuck. Look, it's a map of our coastline.
Why make it that difficult? Unfortunately, many haven't educated a single soul, and that, to me, is the most critical mistake you can make in stacking silver and gold. Now, for me personally, my wife has absolutely no idea what I'm stacking, how much I'm stacking, or how much I've even amassed. She just doesn't have any interest in it. She doesn't care. But that doesn't let me off the hook for making sure I have a plan in place in case I kick the bucket one day. So what did I do? Well, a few things. First and foremost, I have all of my records, inventory, dates of purchase, how much I spent, all saved on a simple thumb drive. Easy peasy, right? Look, on that thumb drive is an Excel spreadsheet with pictures and every bit of data she could ask for. She knows it exists, she knows where to get it, and it has explicit instructions on what to do if the unthinkable were to happen. This way she has a clue as to what I have and a target range of what to expect in a sale. I don't want her getting screwed over because she doesn't know what the stuff is worth. And there are plenty of dealers and online guys who would take advantage of her. Plenty. No shortage. Next up, I've lined up a specific dealer that I trust implicitly to handle a sale. He and I go back a decent amount of time now. I've been going to him for years. We've had long conversations on this stuff. And he's agreed to help her out should the need arise. Now, something happens to him first, then I'll adjust and find someone else. All right, really quickly, let's go over some important things that you really need to think about if you haven't already so you can avoid this insanely problematic issue. Number one, for me personally, rather than passing on metals to my kids, my plan is when I retire to buy a mountain, land, and a house, should I be blessed enough to get there. Most kids don't have the patience to understand metal prices, and they're likely just going to take it to a pawn shop or a dealer who's just looking to take advantage of their lack of knowledge. Leave something tangible instead. Real estate is a solid investment. Number two, does your significant other or designee of your estate know about your stack? And do they know about the plan? Number three, It's a good idea to build a relationship with an LCS or individual dealer because you can establish trust and they could be a huge, huge help to you or your spouse if something happens. Number 4, make sure you have an inventory of everything to include purchase prices. My spreadsheet also has pictures to help out. Number 5, don't leave maps and cryptic clues and hints to where your stuff is. Be specific. You're not Blackbeard. If for some reason you and your significant other split up, well, it might be a good idea to relocate everything, right? Makes sense? Number 6, build up a knowledge base for any family members you plan on leaving your stuff to. Keeping them intelligent is the key to them not getting screwed. Number 7, if you're leaving a bunch of junk silver, please make sure you educate everyone on their worth. If you don't, there's a damn good chance they're just going to take all that nicely rolled and tubed, all those coins to the bank and just turn them in for face value. I'm sure it's happened. And that would suck. Can you imagine the teller or customer who stumbles onto that stash? Great for them, crappy for your family, and a huge waste of the money you spent on it over the years. And number 8, last, back up everything on a thumb drive if you can, and back up that thumb drive on another one. Remember, keep all thumb drives in a cool, dry location and never leave them in the heat. Alright, so we're winding down on this video, but I just want to make sure those newer to stacking understand how critical planning is for your stack. Exit plan and critical planning. You got to have it. I mean, yeah, we all have a blast. We're spending our worthless fiat and getting tangible assets in return. Assets with real intrinsic value. But while you're having fun, you need to have that exit plan, like mine for buying land and a house when I retire. But look, the bottom line is this, and I don't mean to get all dreary and negative, but here it is. Tomorrows aren't guaranteed, folks. They're just not. We don't like to think about it, but the bottom line is something could happen. Anything could happen. Always think about your end game and try to envision every scenario to cover your specific situations. We owe that much to those we're leaving behind, right? Let your medals, or the fruits of your medals, be a part of your legacy, not your lunacy. All right. There you have it, guys. Look, I know this wasn't a rah-rah, go silver, go gold video. But I think this topic is just insanely important and overlooked. Way too much. I don't think YouTubers talk enough about exit planning or exit strategies. And that's a shame. But again, have fun with your stacking, but understand 2 things. You need an exit strategy. You also need a plan in place if you were to suddenly pass away. Yeah, it's that important. Anyway, be sure to leave a comment below and let me know what your thoughts are. You guys know I love going through them. So make sure you sound off. That's going to wrap it up for this episode of the Silver Gold Stack Attack. And if you made it this far, well, kudos. News to you. I'll definitely catch up with you in the next episode. But in the meantime, hell yeah, you know what's up.
What do you want to do with your life?
I want to stack. Damn right. Get stacked. Stay safe and be well, everyone. I am out of here. Peace, folks.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.
Oh, yes. And what was that beginning, middle, and end part again?